Long before Hollywood's werewolves, native legends told of shapeshifters that walk the forests half human, half beast. In the misty forests of the Pacific Northwest, two powerful tribes, Twidget and Haida, held deep spiritual beliefs about transformation. Their stories echo with spirits, ancestors, and creatures that blur the line between man and beast. Among the most feared and revered, the shapeshifters, humans who could take the form of animals. In native folklore, transformation was often sacred, tied to spiritual power and ancestral legacy. Wolves were more than predators. They were ancestors, guardians, and sometimes the transformed. The Tlingit speak of the Kush, a shapeshifter that moves between man, otter, and wolf. The Kushtaka could lure victims with laughter, or mimic cries for help to trap the unwary. To some, it was a trickster. To others, a predator feeding on souls. But not all shapeshifters were evil. Among the Haida, wolf spirits could empower chosen warriors. Haida clans revered wolves, naming lineages after them and wearing their symbols proudly. Stories tell of warriors who became wolves to hunt or protect their people. If these tales captivate you, like and subscribe to join us on more journeys, until legend and lore. But were these transformations a blessing or a curse? Some say it was punishment. Those who broke tribal laws became beasts, cast out from humanity. Others believe the spirits chose the worthy, those able to hold power without losing control. Tales vary. Some shapeshifters saved villages. Others brought ruin and fear. One Haida story speaks of a woman who vanished, only to return as a wolf protector of her clan. Another Tlingit tale warns of a hunter who mocked the spirits and became prey himself. Unlike European werewolves, these legends weren't just horror. They held deeper meanings. Native shapeshifting stories often taught lessons about respect, balance, and spirit worlds. They warned of isolation, greed, and forgetting your place in the natural world. And they reminded listeners that transformation wasn't always physical, it could be spiritual too. The Kushtaka was feared but also respected. Even feared beings held wisdom. Haida wolf dancers kept the spirit of the wolf alive in ceremony. These stories weren't fantasy. They were warnings, teachings, and spiritual truths. European myths painted werewolves as cursed monsters, but native tales were more complex. Instead of silver bullets, these legends spoke of choice, respect, and transformation through spirit. Even today, echoes of these beliefs remain in native communities. Some believe the Kushtaka still walks the woods, waiting for the disrespectful. Others honor the wolf spirit as guardian of their clan's strength, but all agree the stories live on, shaping identity and culture. In a world that feared monsters, these legends taught balance. They asked, what makes someone a beast? The form or the choices they make? In some tales, the wolf is salvation. In others, punishment. The Kushtak reminds us that not all monsters wear fangs. And the wolf spirit, a symbol of power, loyalty, and danger alike, whether cursed or blessed. These shapeshifters show us a deeper truth. The truth that power unchecked can destroy or protect. That respect is stronger than fear. And that the boundary between man and beast is thinner than we think. So when you hear a howl in the woods, maybe it's just a story. Or maybe it's a memory of what we once were. Legends are not dead, they're waiting. Waiting for someone to listen, to remember, to respect, to learn, because these aren't just myths. They're teachings in disguise, passed down, told in song, carved in stone, still alive in the woods, and the people, still whispering between the wind and the trees. This isn't just a story of werewolves, it's the story of us, of change, of power, of responsibility, of spirit walking beside skin, of monsters that teach us to be more human. We owe these stories the honor of being remembered, right, not as horror, but as heritage. So when someone says werewolf, think deeper, think of the Kush, The wolf dancer, the protector. Think of what it means to transform not just in body, but in spirit. These are the stories that endure because they are told, because they are believed, because they still have power. The Tlingit and Hidden didn't fear the wolf. They respected it. They saw the beast within not as evil, but as potential to destroy or to protect. And in that duality we find ourselves. The shapeshifter isn't gone. It lives in every decision we make. So which will you choose, fear or understanding? This was the story of werewolves before Europe, before silver bullets, before the curse. This was a story of spirit, not savagery, of power and purpose, of people who listen to the wild inside and out. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If it moved you, share the story, because remembering is how we keep the spirits alive. Goodbye for now.